ili tupate kusikia, je, usemi wao ni upi kuhusu mkutano huu na mbona wao wenyewe wameondoka. Wanasema hawajaondoka, lakini tungependa tu tusikie kutoka midomo yao ni yepi ambayo yamejiri katika mkutano huo, kwani imechukua takriban dakika 40 tangu mkutano wenyewe uanze. Ni yepi ambayo yamejiri, na tunataka tu tuwape tu hiyo nafasi wapate kuzungumza. Tunamuona Irungu Kangata mwenyewe tayari yako hapa, atasema kama atapatiwa fursa ya kuzungumza, na tuko tayari
bado
tuko
ngoja, unaona wale hawajakuwa ready, hata wanaweka nini? Endelea. Unaanza? Simama one step down. Thank you.
Mko tayari? Nitumie Kiswahili ama nini? No, acha tuseme ukweli. Hapana. Lazima sisi, unajua, ni watu wangwana, na tungetaka taifa ijue yale yametokea kwa mkutano ambao tuliokuwa nao. Tumekuwa na mkutano ambao ulikuwa umeitwa, na tulifika hapa tukifikiria rais kama kiongozi wa chama atafika, na hatujui ni kwa nini hajafika. Lakini Secretary General ambaye ni Tuju ametueleza ya kwamba amepewa zile nguvu na rais kuweza kuendelesha mkutano ambao ni mkutano, zile agenda wakati tulipoitwa asikuwa tumeelezewa vizuri. Lakini kutokana kwa ule mkutano, agenda ilikuwa ni ya kumng'oa ama kumtimua kiongozi wa wengi katika seneti ambaye ni Irungu Kangata kutoka kwa wadhifa wake kama kiranja wa serikali katika bunge ya seneti. Mtajua ya kwamba kuondoa kiranja wa bunge katika seneti kuna ile sheria ambayo iko kwa standing orders ambayo ni lazima ifuatiliwe. Lakini kile kimetushangaza ni kwamba hata Kangata mwenyewe hakuandikiwa kuelezewa mashtaka ambayo yamkabili kabla ya kuitwa kwa mkutano huu. Sisi wenyewe hatukuwa tunajua, tunakuja kuelezea ama kujadili agenda ya kumng'oa. Kwa hivyo njia ambayo iliyotumika kuitwa mkutano huu ni njia ambayo sio halali. Na kingine nasema ni kwamba hata kama mambo yakiwa hivyo, na kushaelezea yule chairman wa kikao ambaye alikuwa Tuju, akaamuru ni lazima tuendelee na kujadiliana ili tumuondoe Kangata. Sheria yasema ya kwamba lazima maseneta waweke sahihi resolution ya kumuondoa kiranja wa mbunge katika seneti. Na kwa hivyo nafikiria wanatakana watu kama 18 ama kitu kama 7. So sisi wenyewe wale walio hapa tumekataa kuweka hiyo resolution kindole, sababu hatuoni makosa ama sababu ya kumuondoa Kangata. Tumewaacha kama wanataka kufanya forgery vile walikuwa wamefanya zile zingine, wao wenyewe wasifanye, tujue watatoa wapi kwa kumuondoa Kangata, sababu nambari zile ambazo zinazotakikana aziko na hawana na hawatazipata. Kwa hivyo sisi mkutano umeisha, tumeamua tuende, wao waachwe wafanye zile cooking ya upishi wao wa manamba, sababu nafikiria wamekuwa architect, sababu ni chama chetu ambacho akiamini sasa kuna maana ya kutumia sheria. Kwa hivyo
umefika wakati wa kutia sahihi katika
wakati umefika na ile form ya resolution kupelekwa round, ndio tumeikataa na wao wengine tumewaacha. Kwa hivyo na kulingana vile nambari zilikuwa katika kule nyumba zilikuwa chache sana, kwa hivyo hawawezi kuzipata hizo nambari. Kwa hivyo nitamuomba Bwana Murkomen useme jambo.
We can say in English, right?
Yes, English.
Okay. First of all, we want to say that the events that have happened at KICC here in the Senate PG of Jubilee are regrettable. The party leader promised to attend the meeting, and actually the security and everybody was here waiting for him. I think they never expected that a certain faction of the Jubilee will be attending, and because we came on time by 10 a.m., they advised the president not to come. And so the president was unable to come because we came in good numbers. As you can see, we are standing here in solidarity with our brother, Senator Kangata. Number two, we were only 24 in the room. And out of the 24, you can see how many of us are here? We are 9, I suspect, yeah. Because I had counted also when we...
Two who have stepped up.
Yeah, and Senator Ali of Wajir spoke in the meeting and said if Kangata is going to be removed because of his comments on BBI, he will not sign for his removal. So we are sure that Senator Ali of Wajir walked out in protest and said he's not going to sign the list. So about 10 of us, let me start with that. I will tell you that the Jubilee coalition in the Senate has 38 members. 3 are illegally there because KANU are not supposed to be part of the coalition. The coalition agreement was not sanctioned well. But be it as it may, we have 38 members, including those of KANU who have been accommodated illegally. Of the 38, you need 20 senators to sign the removal of any leader from office. Of the 20 senators, I can tell you without any fear of contradiction that they only have about 15. They cannot fill 20 senators. So what is going to happen this afternoon, most likely, as they have done before, is Speaker Lusaka is going to do his normal fraud to announce figures that do not exist. And I am sure he will not even make a ruling. He will do exactly what he did to us. He will just say, I have received a letter from Jubilee. I am satisfied that the standing orders have been complied with, and therefore Senator Kangata has been removed. This is the new normal in this country. It is a paradox, and I want to tell the public for them to appreciate. The meeting was opened. I was given a chance to speak. Senator Langat, Senator Lelegwe, Senator Cherargei, Senator Cheruiyot, Senator Ali, Senator Linturi. None of the people who spoke supported the removal of Kangata. All the others just kept quiet. And as I told you, there were few. And the charges, we asked that Senator Kangata be told what are his charges. Well, first of all, they asked Kangata to resign. Kangata said he's not going to resign. We asked that they give us the charges against Kangata. They said that he wrote a letter against the BBI in Mount Kenya region. And we asked them whether they sent a letter of show cause to Senator Kangata. They did not. So we opposed that process, and we asked them to do a proper letter to Senator Kangata to show cause. Let him respond to that letter. Let us be called to listen to the charges against him, and then members will be allowed to vote. The Secretary General was cantankerous, banged tables and terminated the meeting abruptly. And we want to say here that without any fear of contradiction, that this Jubilee Senate team, those who have been chased from various committees, those who have been chased from leadership, we are now more than those who have remained. And now we are going, it's a very sad story of Jubilee. Those who are out are more than those who are in. Because we have an existing caucus, we are going to accommodate Senator Maura and Senator Kangata, and perhaps we will even make Kangata a leader of our caucus now, yeah, of the people who have been removed. And if the Senate was run fairly, we would even be able to produce the majority leader from our caucus and the deputy majority leader and all the leadership of the Senate. So we have we have opposed this process. We are going to stand with Senator Kangata. We are going to oppose any fraudulent process that is going to be brought to the Senate. We want the Speaker to make first the ruling of our removal last year before making the ruling of Senator Kangata. Exactly. And in the Kangata, we want the evidence be tabled, including the numbers that signed against his removal and the signatures before we can proceed to say he has been removed. So as we stand here, Senator Kangata remains the majority whip in the Senate. Thank you very much.
The expired version of the 6 senators has been interpreted to deny numbers for this speech.
No, the 6 senators are pursuing. You can see the letter from the party said they can appeal, the decision of the party related to expulsion. That does not make them that they are not senators. They are still senators.
But they didn't attend this meeting.
They didn't attend this meeting because they were not invited. They were not invited to the meeting.
It also said that the decision to expel them was immediate. That means that they could not have attended the meeting.
But also in the same letter says, but they can appeal. So meaning the expulsion cannot take effect until the appeal process is over. Yeah.
The meeting today had been called before they were able to appeal. So any decision to be made
doesn't count the mean.
For as long as the standing orders stand, that they are Jubilee, they are senators in the Jubilee party. And you know the process of removing a senator is a long process. So for as long as they are senators, the standing orders, when the speaker is following the standing orders, he must count all the senators of Jubilee. These are the issues of shenanigans that are happening here are not within the law. For until they are not Jubilee, until there are new senators that are coming to replace them, they are Jubilee senators. And their process of appeal still subsists. It's ongoing. And I'm sure that they are going to get the necessary remedies. The party itself has admitted via its letter that they have a right to appeal. And the period of appeal has not collapsed. So it has not lapsed. So there is no way you can conclude that they are no longer senators when they can still have that option of exercising appeal. So thank you.
Like you are the underdogs in the Jubilee government, a government you participated in forming. Why don't you move out?
We are in Jubilee, we are the majority, so we move out from where? Because it is only the government that is run, the people who are running government now are the minority. Yes. So the rest of us are running the party.
Why could the majority?
And we may not be running, they have taken over the party headquarters, but the party members are this majority. And you saw them yesterday. Yes. But you don't need to. Kangata
Sawa. Yeah.
Yes, I was invited. We were all of us who are here were invited to the meeting. Yeah.
Let me take this opportunity to thank those senators who have spoken in that meeting. All senators who have spoken in that meeting have supported me. No single senator spoke in that meeting against my leadership at all. And secondly, of course, in the worst case scenario where this seat actually moves to another person, I will be gracious. I will remain a person who respects everyone, and therefore I will not insult anyone. Be that as it may, the very fact that I have been able to reach here to lead the Senate, notwithstanding my age, the fact that my parents are just poor mechanics, hustlers, yeah, in Moranga town. So I thank God and also the confidence my colleagues had in my leadership. The Bible tells us that the truth shall set us free. Exactly. The Bible also tells us Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown in the fire, but they never get burned. Mr. Daniel was thrown in the lion's pit. And was not eaten up by the lions. So notwithstanding whatever tribulations I am undergoing today, I will remain a person who is steadfast, who talks the truth. Because even the Bible tells us the truth shall set us free. What I wrote concerning BBI, I did not insult anyone. I did not at all belittle the government at all. I even offered solutions. But imagine, today I'm being kicked out just for speaking the truth. Surely, I think for me, to the best of my knowledge, BBI ought to be something to unite Kenyans. BBI should be something that is to build bridges. It's about a consultative process. It's for every Kenyan, but it should not be for divided anyone. We should not divide this country. This country belongs to each and every Kenyan, but we should not use BBI to divide our people. I'm now noticing that this problem seems to have started after handshake. Now imagine the guy of handshake becoming the president of this country. Imagine the kind of tribulation we'll be undergoing. I would only urge the government only one thing. In my letter, I had urged the government to take care of the people of Mount Kenya region. In particular, issues of coffee. Please hasten enactment of the coffee bill. 2, the Tea Act that we passed was never operationalized. Please embed that tea into actual practice. Finally, issues concerning infrastructure in our region, I still insist they need to be completed so that the problems that our people are facing in our region are remedied. Thank you and God bless.
Deep State. Bwana wewe tumeona signature yako kwa hiyo kitu.
Sijasaini.
Way, because there are more of them. I think I want to make it clear because Senator Kangata has tried to give the impression that the reason why he's been relieved of his responsibility as the chief whip in the House has got something to do with a letter that he wrote to the President at the beginning of this year. I want to be able to explain to you that that is not the case, at least not the case directly. We had a meeting with Honorable Kangata with the leadership of the House, actually the leadership of Parliament. There were 8 of us, and we reached some conclusions because we did feel that whatever opinions he had to make is within his right as a member of the Jubilee Party, and he should not be vilified or punished for that. But the way in which he did them was what was the question that we thought he should realize, that there's decorum, there are ways of addressing these issues when you want to talk to the leadership of the party, and especially if that leadership happens to include His Excellency the President. After that meeting, we had another meeting at the Jubilee headquarters in which we invited him. He refused to come. And we discussed a few other confidential issues in which we put him online to be able to talk to us. But in a most unfortunate way, he decided to discuss what we discussed in closed meetings outside to the media. That was his biggest failure as far as leadership is concerned. You don't kiss and tell. You don't kiss and tell. When we meet as a leadership, you're supposed to keep the confidentiality of the meeting, keep the confidentiality of what it is we have discussed. But if after talking, immediately you go out and expose those who you talked with and what you said with them, then that is not acceptable, and that is his biggest failure as a leader. And therefore, the rest of the leadership in the Senate are not able to trust him going forward. How then can they ever talk freely when he's there, when they don't know what he's going to say outside to the media and to his friends? So it is that breach of confidentiality which has made his position untenable. I think that's all I have to say about that. If you have questions, you may.
There's an assertion that has been made that you did not have the requisite numbers, and according to their calculation is that Jubilee has 38 senators, and if you were to get him out, you need a resolution by 20 members, and you, according to your own calculation, you had only 15. What did you say about that?
Well, it's a little bit difficult for me to get into a debate with people who have already said they are not members of Jubilee Party, and I cannot be really going back and forth in terms of what they have calculated and what conclusions they have come to. It would be inappropriate for me to engage in that.
Well, they have exited. What number did you remain with? And what number exactly needs to be there so that such a decision is made?
we have a way of ensuring that we get the signatures that we require for the resolution. We have a resolution which we'll be presenting to the Senate. The leadership of the Senate is going to present that to the Senate. And it is not something that we are going to be able to debate with people who say they are not members of the Jubilee Party because they have another party. In the public domain, we will be presenting our position. The leadership of the Senate will be presenting our position in Parliament. That is the next arena in which this has to be presented, not with the media.
For the sake of clarity, how many actually?
Well, first of all, I have my majority whip. The deputy majority whip is the one who is working with those figures. I'm waiting for the figures after everybody has appended their signature. Then maybe we'll be able to announce it later in the day, because, for example, there's 1 or 2 members who could not attend because they are very ill, and they asked that the papers be taken to them to sign. But going on a back and forth with the people who are members of UDA to discuss matters of Jubilee is a big joke.
So you do not have exact numbers that you...
Look, you can try to push me in that direction, my friend, but you're not going to succeed. I happen to have been a journalist like yourself. You'll ask that question in 100 different ways. You'll get the same answers. Let's not waste everybody's time. There's somebody else has another question.
Inside there, the list that has been signed excluding those who are sick, when you wanapelekewa hiyo form, how many have you seen?
I've not looked at the list yet.
With the last how did the resolution...
You'll get it from Parliament.
On the last PG, I understand you also invited the Deputy President William Ruto. For today, did you invite him?
The invitation is done by the leadership in the House, not by myself.
What exactly is the problem?
You just said that
yet it's part of the Jubilee coalition.
Again?
Through the PDR.
You are asking about UDA?
Yes.
Please ask the question again.
The question is, UDA is a member of Jubilee coalition through the PDR. What is the issue with Jubilee Party and Jubilee and PDR, or rather the current UDA, yet it's a coalition partner?
Have you seen the deed of the coalition at the Register of Political Parties? Please go and look at that, then you can come ask me that question.
Now, procedure, procedurally, Kangata says he was never served with the notice of delegation.
It is of interest that Kangata is the one who invited the team when he was the deputy whip to one Susan Kihika. And he's the one who invited, actually mobilized to have a meeting that removed Kihika. Please ask Senator Kangata what is so different about this case.
When I ask you one final, maybe. When I,
yeah?
Yes. Thank you very much.
I did not chair the meeting. We give the party chair of this parliamentary group the opportunity to answer you guys. Yes. For me, I serve as a leader. I serve with whoever is coming to replace Kangata. We continue to serve in the House the same way that we've served with Kangata.
So yeah. The kind of intimidation that you used to last time is the same as
I didn't notice that kind of intimidation.
Yeah. What would be different in bringing on board those who some of this meeting?
Yeah, you're right. My duty is to bring everybody on board.
Yes.
And so after this meeting, that's also my duty, to bring everybody on board, because we need everybody. This is not a situation that is strange to Kenyan politics. I mean, we know that if loyalty is the test, the party decides. I'm there as a servant of the parliamentary group, so I'll just serve and wait to serve with whoever comes in. That's all.
Are you going to accommodate the expelled members in the House today?
Again, that is written in the rules. I don't admit. There is the speaker, not me.